And that change being this. Ruby never had a very angry mental breakdown. She had more of a sadder, she had a more sad and more heartbreaking mental breakdown. Jean never became the Rusted Knight in this series. Like, don't get me wrong, I find the idea of Jean being the Rusted Knight for RWBY Volume 9 interesting. And I understand why they did that, but I just don't like the idea. I just don't like Jean being the Rusted Knight. So, yeah, he never became the Rusted Knight in this AU. And, yeah. There are some parts of the actual RWBY series that are tied into this series, but with some major changes. Again, just like all my other projects, some parts of the actual series are tied into this little AU, with a few small changes. Which episode will Oscar ask Ruby to marry him? Do you really think I was going to spoil that question? Plus, I haven't even decided which episode yet. Who will be the other main villains for the other seasons, if there will be any? Hold on, let me see if I can find that other question. Hold on, let me see. Okay, here we go. I have to answer this one so I can answer the other question. So, yeah. Will the series have seasons? If so, how many? The Return of the King will only have 2 seasons. Season 1, 2, and 3. Well, technically 3, but you get the point. After Season 1, 2 more, and then that's it. I'm not going to plan on having my sort of Godzilla and Rose Garden series to be an everlasting thing. Most of them will have rather 1 season, or 2 seasons, or even 3 seasons. That's just it. So, yeah, I hope that answers question. As for the other main villains, I don't know, I haven't decided yet. So, moving on. If Summer Rose will not return in the series, then will Raven go back with Ty? I don't know. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. Which episode will Ruby and Oscar start dating? Okay, this one kind of counts as a major spoiler question, so I'll just answer it. Episode 35. Episode 35 is when they'll start dating. Originally it was going to be 25, but I changed it. Will Yang continue making more bad jokes? She's Yang. Of course she's going to make more bad jokes. Nothing is surprising when it comes to Yang Xiaolong. She's the daughter of Tai Yang Xiaolong. What do you expect? How many funny moments will be in the series? A lot. Expect a lot of funny moments. What ships will be canon in the series? This one doesn't really count as a spoiler question, as a major spoiler question, but I'm just going to go ahead and answer it either way. But besides of Oscar x Ruby, Yang x Jean, Weiss x Neptune, Blake x San, who else? And Crow x Winter will be canon in the series. So, yeah, moving on. Will the brothers return? No. Okay. Which episode will King Ghidorah appear in? Episode 45. There. That's the last major spoiler question I'm going to answer. But yeah. Originally it was going to be episode 25, but I figured that would be way too early. So, I pushed it back to episode 45. So our heroes have a good amount of peace before they go back into war. So, yeah. Will Ty become overprotective over Ruby because she has a boyfriend? No, it's bad enough that Ruby already has to deal with Crow. So, no, Ty will not be overprotective. He will be, but not that overprotective. He knows that Ruby is basically a full-grown adult, so he knows that she can handle herself. If anything, it's Crow he has to look out for. So, yeah. Will the other kaiju get romance in the series besides of Godzilla? I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. So, after Ruby and Oscar will become a couple, who will come next? IDK. Like, literally, I don't know because I'm trying to pick which one will come next. So, yeah. Does Godzilla accept Minilla as a member of his species? Yes. He does accept Minilla as a member of his species, but not as his son. He only will accept him as his stepson, not his biological son. Will we see the return of Summer Rose? Not spoiling it. Which Godzilla design are you going to be using? Which design you're going to use for Godzilla? Monsterverse. Because it's more accurate to the story, because Godzilla in this series is going to be like 269 million years old, so it's kind of accurate. Plus, go check out part 1. Was there originally planned for other Godzillas to be in the series? Oh yeah, there were originally going to be other Godzillas. Besides the original plans I mentioned back in part 1, for other Godzillas, originally Millennium Goji, Heisei, 1962, Ultima, and who else? Oh yeah. And Godzilla the Ride, they were originally going to be in the series. But I changed that and I decided to make Godzilla the last of its kind. Well, kind of. How many episodes will there be in the series? Rather 99 or 100? What is King Ghidorah's goal? Is it obvious? Kill Godzilla so he can become the new King of the Monsters. But if that fails, he'll try to rather kill Godzilla Earth, or get all the relics and summon Void Ghidorah so he can come and conquer Remnant. So, yeah. Will Godzilla get his revenge on Shin Godzilla for forcing him to take care of his son? Maybe. Will Crow and Winter have a child together? I'm not spoiling it. Okay, which episode will Godzilla appear in? Well, now that I think about it, I don't think that other question from the previous video count as a major spoiler question. Because now that I think about it, it doesn't really count. So, episode 35. There. Now I'll no longer answer major spoiler questions. I only answered that one because I remembered that question from the previous video didn't really count, so yeah. Which characters will not return in the series? A lot. Like Ironwood, Penny, Tyrion, the Aesops, and Neo. Those characters will not return in this series because I couldn't find no roles for them. That, and I wanted some parts of the actual RWBY series to be tied into this series, so yeah. Who will Godzilla help, RWBY or Oscar? Oscar. He has a lot in common with Oscar, so Mothra might help RWBY out. That one kind of counts as a spoiler question, but not a big spoiler question. Like, you guys know what I'm trying to say. Like, not like a major spoiler question. Okay, this one doesn't really count as a question for the series, but I'll just answer it either way. How did you sign up for the new Transformers Rise of the Beast? By watching the trailer? How else would you think I will sign up for the new Transformers Rise of the Beast series? And sorry I didn't, well, movie, not series. And sorry I did not do a reaction to the trailer. I just got really lazy, okay? I just got really lazy. What will happen to Ozpin in the series? He will slowly fade away. He'll slowly fade away. Because without Salem around, he kind of has no purpose anymore, and since, yeah, I'm not going to spoil too much, but Ozpin is slowly fading away, so he's not going to be around for much longer. So, yeah. Why didn't Shin Godzilla take care of his own son? Because he didn't want to be a parent. He actually did not intend to be a parent, so he kind of forced Godzilla to take care of his son. Was there a battle between the God of Light, Darkness, and Godzilla Earth? Yes, it will be featured in the flashback episode. Why does Godzilla hate his stepson? Well, mainly because Minilla is annoying and he has weird fart powers. Like, really disgusting and smelling fart powers. It's bad enough that Godzilla has to deal with that with Baragon. He does not need to deal with that before his freaking stepson.